As I look out here, I am pleased to see our class of 2019. Now let me first welcome our school board members, our distinguished county and state elected officials, and of course our families and friends that are here tonight. Within the walls of Stewart's Creek High School, great traditions have been built that will last for generations to come. And by attending tonight, you are becoming just another part of the history and legacy of our school. To you, even though where I stand we might call a stage, I want to correct that tonight. This is not the stage. The stage tonight is where you sit, where you will stand, and where you will celebrate at the end of this ceremony. You are the stage. We are here to celebrate you. You are the most important thing tonight. It is your night, seniors. I want you to take a moment with me to look around this arena, to see this amazing crowd, this support for you. Support from teachers that started when you were in kindergarten, moving up. We have some that started at Stewart's Creek Elementary. You have journeyed all the way at the creek. Others, wherever you were, one thing we all know is you are a Red Hawk tonight. We celebrate with you tonight. In this crowd are those that have come to say we are pulling for you. We have, as I have mentioned, parents, teachers, families, friends. I ask you tonight, if you are pulling for someone down here, raise your hand and let them know it. Seniors, look around. Never forget the support here for you tonight and as you move into the future. From my humble vantage point, I feel pride. And I'll say it, you are Clark Quality, and we are one team. So I end my part with this. You have most certainly made your mark on Stewart's Creek High School. Now it is your time to make your mark in the world, and we will support you. We will always pull for you. Never forget, once a Red Hawk, always a Red Hawk.
Good evening. Tonight marks the end of a journey, the end that we, the class of 2019, couldn't seem to get to fast enough. As for our parents and guardians, it is a journey that many of them wish that they could now rewind. While we both lived opposite sides of this journey, it would have been impossible without our parents and guardians. You have taught us to value our lives, our friendships, and our opportunities. You have shaped us into the young men and women that sit here before you today. You supported us through our achievements and have done so even through our failures. You have loved us through the most difficult times and have taught us the importance of responsibility and the ways of life. These next words are simple to say, but they carry so much weight. Thank you. Thank you to each of our loved ones. Thank you for supporting us as we learned how to write in our early years, and again, as we struggled to understand the logic behind numbers and letters in math class. Thank you for being a shoulder to cry on when all else seemed to crumble around us. Thank you for having the words to say to help us to understand the challenges that this journey brought upon us. and for just being there to listen when an ear was all that we needed. And thank you for teaching us patience during our most trying times. If you are a parent or guardian in the room tonight, please stand so that we may show our appreciation for all that you have done and will continue to do. Thank you.
At this time, we want to recognize our class of 2019 valedictorians.
One piece of advice I would like to give underclassmen is to make sure to balance what they do inside of school and outside of school. Make sure they have time for homework and also have fun. The biggest impact Stewart's Creek has had on my life is that it has helped me come out of my shell more. Back in middle school, I used to be kind of more quiet and I didn't talk as much, but now I'm a lot more talkative and social. Hey Mom, Dad, the rest of the family. Mom, you're probably tearing up right now, but I'd like to say thank you for helping me and always making sure that I'm making the right decisions throughout high school.
The thing that I'll remember most about Stewart's Creek High School is the senior awards night. I performed with my friend Grant Davis. He played piano and I sang 15 by Taylor Swift. One Bible verse that has always inspired me and meant a lot to me is Isaiah 54:10. Though the mountains may crumble, you will not. Mom and Dad, I wouldn't be here today without y'all's unconditional support. Thank you for always reminding me to shoot for my dreams and to never fall short of them. I love y'all so much.
One quote that's encouraged me is by Eleanor Roosevelt. She said, "You wouldn't worry so much about what others think of you if you realize how seldom they do, because you get caught up in like what others think of you a lot, and so you never really have like the time to like worry about yourself. But once you start worrying about yourself, everything else just kind of like falls into place." The biggest contribution that Stewart's Creek has had on me is not only in the high school. It's been since elementary school. I've been to Stewart's Creek since kindergarten, 13 years here. And it's just all those teachers, like you'll see them at the store and they'll still remember you from when that was their first year of teaching and that was your first year of school. So it's just kind of like the sense of community that comes with Stewart's Creek in the small town. Mom and Dad, I just wanted to let you know that you've given me everything to succeed and I won't let it go to waste. And I'll take every lesson that you've given me or my sisters and just put it to work.
The one thing I remember most about Stewart's Creek is being on the soccer team, because I was with my friends every day and I got to play the sport that I love and I enjoyed every minute of it. The difference between freshman me and senior me is probably being more responsible. I've learned that, I gotta take charge of what I need to do and what I need to get done, and that time management is important. I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me through everything. Even when I can be difficult or be stubborn or want things my way, they have loved me unconditionally. I just want to thank them for pushing me to work harder, and without them I would not be the person I am today. And I just want you to know that I'm so blessed to have you guys as parents, and I love you so much.
The biggest difference between my freshman and my senior year of high school has really becoming more of a person, not dictated by other people's thoughts and feelings. I know I felt like at the start of my high school there was just this push to become something in the medical field, and of course because I wanted to be a little bit different, it was a doctor that deals with dead people, a medical examiner. And surprisingly and sort of unbelievably, I don't know why it took this long, but it took my junior year before I realized that Latin was the thing for me. I mean, it's really unbelievable looking back, because in Latin 1, I wasn't just saying I was going to do it all 4 years of high school. I knew I wanted to do it all 4 years of college as well. And, now I've found what I'm passionate about, and I think a lot of that is because of my time at Stewart's Creek and my experiences with Latin here. The biggest contribution that Stewart's Creek has had in my life is mainly just providing me with all these opportunities to find what I'm passionate about and, become great at it. And I know at my past school, there was only engineering programs and a program for being in medical. And here at Stewart's Creek, it's like you really feel like you can be anything you want to be and to chase your dreams. I'd like to thank my parents, my mom and my dad, and my stepdad, Tad Rapidly, for, these past few years, and, my entire life, making me feel loved and supported in what I do.
The difference between freshman me and senior me is that I've gained confidence in who I am. I've also learned not to take things for granted and appreciate the little things that life has to offer. The most significant contribution that Stewart's Creek has brought to me is that there is more to learning than just academics. The teachers here and my friends here have taught me valuable life lessons that I can bring outside of high school. Mom and Dad, I wouldn't have been the person I am now without you guys. I am extremely thankful for all your support and having you guys by my side every step of the way. And to the rest of my family, salamat. Mahal na mahal kita.
One thing I remember most about Stewart's Creek is being the cheesy band kid and walking out to perform on Friday Night Lights and just not being able to hear myself over the crowd over the entire show, and then walking off and just going deaf as the crowd cheered us on. The biggest difference between freshman me and senior me, there's a lot that I could say, but I guess the biggest one is now I have the confidence to express myself of funky hair and fun clothing, whereas freshman me would just wear the same 3 hoodies and just kind of hide. Mom and Dad, you supported me and you accepted me no matter what. You gave me my space when I needed, and then you came to me when you felt that you needed to. And I just really appreciate it, because I feel like without that support in my life, I might not be where I am right now. So I just thank you. I love you.
Something I will most remember about Stewart's Creek High School is Mr. Marlat's yelling in the hallway every time it's less than a minute till class starts. You will know it, especially if you're near the orange hallway now, because he had to move. So that's something I'll definitely remember. Less than a minute! Stewart's Creek High School has taught me a lot of lessons over the past 4 years. And I would say one of the major lessons that I've learned is how to be more respectful of other people's beliefs and be more tolerant of other people, and to just be more open-minded. I came from a small town where everyone kind of thought the same way, so coming here was a huge culture shock. So I would definitely say I'm more open-minded now and more accepting of other people. To my family, specifically Mom, Dad, Tracy, you guys have been such an amazing support system for me through all of high school. You've really pushed me to go above and beyond, and you've been there for every step of the way. To all my siblings and my nieces and my nephew, my grandparents and aunts and uncles, you guys are truly amazing, and I would not be here today if it wasn't for all of you. So I would just like to give you the biggest thank you, and I love you for being so supportive and always being there for me and making sure that I got where I am today. So thank you guys so much. The biggest difference between me as a freshman and me as a senior is that I learned how to finally do my eyebrows. And the thing that I learned the most about myself is that I'm a really strong individual, and I do what I think is right, and I stand up for what I think is right. Stewart's Creek has made a lot of contributions, but the most significant one is just that I've been surrounded by a great community of faculty and students. It's honestly the best school I've ever attended. I've attended 5, and Stewart's Creek High School has definitely just left a lasting impact on me just by the community. Mom, Dad, Drew, and Chloe, thank you for pushing me to be the best person I can possibly be at anything in any aspect of my life, whether that be theater, choir, piano, school, sports, I just want to thank you for pushing me to my best ability. And then to my grandparents, thank you for being just godly influences in my life and giving me wise counsel in everything I do. I love you guys.
One thing I'll most remember is doing the Ed Drop Lab in physics and having to drop eggs on Mr. Haddard's head. A quote that I always remember is from Parks and Recreation, and it's Andy Dwyer, and he says, "I don't really know what I'm doing, but I know that I'm doing it really, really well." I never know what I'm doing, but if I just try my best, I mean, it got me here, so. To my mom and dad, I would say thank you so much for supporting me and telling me that I can do whatever I put my mind to. I don't think I'd ever be in this situation without your support. Thank you. Love you.
Two things I would share with underclassmen are to stay off the ICU list and to always ask for help when you need it. Your teachers should be your best friend. One team means that you'll always have a friend when you need it the most. To my family, there are no words to show my appreciation for your unconditional love and support over my life. Thank you for always being there when I needed you.
I think one thing that I'll most remember, it's like, even though I've had many moments with my friends, I think I've had those unfortunate moments, especially on the stairs, since I'm very clumsy. Falling down the stairs probably every year, except for this year. I've gotten that down. But I think the stairs are probably the most thing I probably remember. One of the greatest contributions that Stewart's Creek has had on my life is probably that it's helped me connect with lots of people, considering how big the population is at the school. Like each day I probably see like a new person I have never seen before. To my mom and dad, y'all are amazing people. I believe that y'all have helped me carry throughout these last 4 years of high school. You've helped me when I've been down. You've helped me study for that test. You've helped me learn lessons in life that if I hadn't learned, I would never be the person who I am today.
The thing I'll most remember about my time at Stewart's Creek is definitely the softball team, from team bonding and bus rides to conditioning and games. The difference between freshman me and senior me is practically everything. I mean, I moved across country and got the chance to remake who I was and really be who I wanted to be. I think one of the biggest differences is I've learned to appreciate where I'm at and make the best of it regardless of the situation. I'd like to thank my parents for everything they've done for me. I couldn't have done any of this without them. They've supported me in everything I've done and done more than I ever could have asked. I'd also like to thank my sister. She's my rock, and I seriously would be no one without her, and I can't thank them enough for everything they've done for me.
One thing I'll probably most remember is the football game at McGavick, because we were all playing in the stands as I'm part of the band, and it was pretty much neck and neck, and then we ended up blocking a punt, I think, and we took the ball all the way across the field, and we were having so much trouble playing our instruments because we were all just screaming, and it was just a great moment. I'd say a quote that means a lot to me is a quote by Seneca. We suffer more from imagination than from reality, because I mean, there's been thousands of times that I haven't taken an opportunity because I was too scared to, or I was just thinking to myself, man, you're probably going to screw up. So I'd say you just got to go for it. To my family, I'd like to say thank you for being there and paying for everything I always needed, and especially my sister for being as annoying as possible. That helps.
One memory that I'll most remember about Stewart's Creek is it was in sophomore year. So I was at lunch and I got some mashed potatoes from the lunch line, and the bowl had a big hole at the bottom, but the potatoes don't fall out because potatoes don't do that. So I just put on my tray and I went to sit down. Back then I sat with Reeve, Evan, Will, Freddie, Monte. I'm sure some of you remember Monte. And then I finished my food, and at the end, some dude next to me, he picks up the bowl. He's like, "Hey, look at this." And then Evan's like, "Yo, Napper ate through the bowl." I'm like, no, I didn't eat through the bowl. That's just, it just came like that. But they didn't believe me. They were laughing, and they didn't let that go until senior year. The biggest contribution that Stewart's Creek had in my life was it taught me that if you're going to bring food, make sure that you have enough to share with everybody. Because if you share with one person, then eventually there's going to be others who want your food. And that happened a lot. People like Madison, Sarah, and the others, you know who you are. Mom, Dad, you know I love you, and I appreciate what you've done for me, but you didn't have to be so hard on me sometimes. You know, it's okay if I get a B every once in a while. Even one time, you even went to my teachers because I had a 90. It's not that serious, but I do appreciate what you've done for me, and I will admit you've gotten better with it.
One team to me is just supporting each other. Everyone comes from different backgrounds and different interests. You've got band kids, RTC, football, choir. But here at Stewart's Creek, part of being one team is that no matter where you come from or what you're doing, you're still able to support everyone here. And it's just such a family being part of Stewart's Creek. One phrase that has meant the most to me and has kind of pushed me through high school and life, and advice that I give to everyone else, is that it's okay to not be okay, and you're allowed to feel your emotions. It's kind of a hard thing because a lot of people feel like they need to pretend to be happy and just fake it till you make it, but you're allowed to not be okay. You're allowed to have down days, to be upset about things. Just embrace who you are, embrace what you're feeling, just don't let it overcome you. Mommy and Daddy, I just want to say thank you so much for being so supportive and giving me so many chances to be the best person I could be. Thank you so much for everything. Love you guys.
The biggest difference between me as a freshman and me as a senior is my mentality. Coming in as a freshman, I was more focused on building friendships and finding my ways through the halls. And now that I'm a senior, I have made friends that I hope will last a lifetime. And as I was a freshman, I thought these 4 years were going to take forever. But now that I'm a senior, I look back on it and it's like, where did the time go? So it's just been crazy to see how I've changed, and I just feel like I've become more motivated and I know what I want and I have a goal for myself to follow. The most significant contribution that SCHS has made on my life is providing me with a sense of direction and a pathway to follow, and I just love how we are offered many different classes to help us know what we want to do in our future. So I'm very thankful for the nursing clinical program that I was accepted into. And I'd just like to give a special thank you to Ms. Walker for always being there for me and making me prepared to pass my CNA test. And so now I can go to college as a CNA and work while I go into nursing school. I just want to give a big thank you to my family. Y'all have always been there for me and y'all have always been super supportive. I don't know where I'd be without you guys. Knowing that I'm moving all the way out to Utah soon, it's going to be very hard just because you guys have always been there for me, but just knowing that you guys are going to be one phone call away is super comforting, and I can't wait to see what the future holds, and it's because of you guys that I am where I am today. Thank you.
The song that's best reflected my time, especially now looking back on high school, is Congratulations by Post Malone. Now they always say congratulations, work so hard, forgot how to vacation.
One song that sums up my high school experience is You're Gonna Miss This by Trace Adkins. That song is all about how you don't realize it in the moment, but you're gonna miss all these days once they're gone. You're gonna miss this, you're gonna want this back, you're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times, so take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this.
The song that best reflects my time in high school is Leave Me Alone by Flip De Niro, because I'm ready to get out of here and move on to something else. Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. How could you? Wish you never play me, have no time for that, no.
This song has kind of forced its way into my high school career ever since I first heard it. Pin, Pineapple, Apple Pin, PPAP. Not only does this song seem to just come into my head as soon as they say your time starts now every single test, but also I'll have to give credit to Jake Davenport for this. Apple pin, pineapple pin, pin, pineapple, apple pin.
The one song that best reflects my high school experiences is Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. This song is like a thank you to all my friends and to all my teachers. And now, on to the next chapter. I've loved and I've lost, but that's not what I see. So look what I've got. Look at what you taught me, and for that I say thank you. Next.
The song that best represents my time at Stewart's Creek is Every Teardrop is a Waterfall by Coldplay, because it talks about how even if you have a bad day, you can always just pop in your headphones and listen to some music and get over it. And all the kids, they dance, oh, the kids all night, until Monday morning feels another life. I turn the music up, I'm on a roll this time.
The song that best reflects my high school experience would be You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone. There's a cover of it by Anna Kendrick in Pitch Perfect. I would say that song just because I'm probably gonna miss Stewart's Creek. I feel like that's more Stewart's Creek's song to me than me to Stewart's Creek. So I would say that's had like a major impact. You're gonna miss me by my hair, you're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
The song that has best reflected my high school experience is I've Had the Time of My Life from Dirty Dancing. Just because I really have had the time of my life, it totally explains that my whole high school experience has just been so enjoyable and I'm going to miss it a lot. Oh, I've had the time of my life and I never felt this way before.
The song that reminds me of Stewart's Creek is probably Someday by The Strokes, because it just reminds me of my friends and the time we had here. When we was young, oh man, did we have fun. Always, always.
The song that I picked that most reflected my high school career was probably I Will Survive, because it's probably helped me out throughout the week when I'm counting down to Friday each week. I will survive, I will survive.
The song that most reflects my high school years would probably be Fast by Luke Bryan, just because it explains like how, I don't know, it goes by so quick and you just try to soak it all up and make the most of it while it lasts. All you keep trying to do is slow it down, soak it in, trying to make the good times last as long as you can.
I'd say that the song that represents me during high school has been Silhouettes by Colony House, because it's really a song about just going for it, moving forward, and shining a light on new opportunity. Driving down a road that's rolling, all the love remembers that your heart's been holding. Nothing silhouettes till the lights come on. Nothing silhouettes till the lights come on.
The song that best reflects my high school experience is Dedication by Nipsey Hussle featuring Kendrick Lamar, was because we're all graduating and we've worked hard for 4 years, so it definitely took dedication. So that's not just for me, it's for all of us graduating today. This is dedication, hard work, plus patience. To sum up all my sacrifice, I'm done waiting, told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying, dedication.
One song that I think really reflects life in high school in Stewart's Creek is Good Life by One Republic, because stuff happens in life that you can't really control, but no matter what, you're still gonna have a good life. It's what you do going forward that really affects how you're gonna live. Oh, I got this feeling that you can't fight, like the city's on fire tonight. This could really be a good life, a good life.
The song that best reflects my high school career would be You're Gonna Miss This by Trace Adkins. This song talks about how we wished our time away, and I used to always say I can't wait to graduate, but now that I'm gonna be moving across the country to Utah to attend school, it's like I wish time would slow down. You're gonna miss this, you're gonna want this back, you're gonna wish these days hadn't come by so fast. These are the good times, so take a good look around. You may not know it now, you're gonna miss this.
The song that best represents our high school experience is The Fun Song by SpongeBob.
This song best represents us because we're always having fun and we have great memories together. Ready? F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all, right here at Stewart's Creek.
At this point, we also want to take a moment to recognize students who have achieved other awards of academic excellence. First, students graduating with honors. These students have met or exceeded all the national ACT benchmarks. Only 27% of students nationwide meet this criteria. Stewart's Creek High School, once again, exceeds the national average. Please stand to be recognized. Thank you. This year, we also recognize students who have earned work ethic distinction, created in partnership with the Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce, Rutherford Works, and Rutherford County Schools. The work ethic distinction addresses the needs that industry has for a highly employable workforce and proves a student is both college and career ready. Additionally, students obtaining this distinction and meeting job-related requirements are guaranteed an interview with participating Rutherford County employees. Students who have earned work ethic distinction, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Also at this time, we honor the state of Tennessee's highest level of achievement for a graduate. These students maintained a high grade point average and also met one of several criteria, such as making a 31 or higher on the ACT, being an all-state instrumentalist or singer, earning 12 or more post-secondary credit hours, passing 2 or more AP exams, and or receiving a national industry certifications. Be prepared, community, to be impressed. Students graduating with distinction, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. We also want to recognize another outstanding achievement. There is one student among you tonight who, through his perfect attendance for all 4 years of high school, has demonstrated the tenacity and perseverance it takes to be considered a constant, reliable, and dependable person. At this time, we would like to recognize the student and his family. Please help me to congratulate Kalani Rook Mekas.
Good evening. To my fellow seniors, I want to congratulate you all on this night in which the next chapter of our lives begin. We have finally made it to the last part of our high school lives, graduation. For many of us, it has been a long struggle, but we have succeeded and done so despite the real disease called senioritis that has affected many of us recently, maybe some of us since freshman year. We started a journey many years ago that finishes tonight. Over 12 years ago, we walked into our first classrooms, sat down with our teachers, and declared that we wanted to be astronauts, doctors, superheroes, ballerinas, police officers, firefighters, you name it. Many of our parents walked us into our first day of kindergarten, where we cried as they walked out of the room. And now many of them will be crying tears as we walk into our dorm rooms for our first day of college, or while they move us into our apartments, or maybe some parents will be crying tears of joy as we move out of the house. 4 years ago, most of us stepped into our high school and did not know where anything was. We were all tricked by the teachers when they told us our specific classroom was next to the pool or in the purple hallway, or maybe we were just lost trying to find the cafeteria. When we stepped in as freshmen, we started what would become our legacy, and our class has accomplished so much. We have state and national championship titles in cheer. We have had successes on the soccer, baseball, and softball fields. Our women's basketball team helped Coach King achieve her 200th win. And beyond sports, we have a fine arts department that is the finest in the state. Winning competitions and sending many musicians to mid-state and all-state choir and band. The band has represented us at Pearl Harbor and on TV marching in the McDonald's Thanksgiving Parade. Our DECA program has many seniors compete at the national competition. Our HOSA program has had many regional and state competition wins, along with being chosen by Vanderbilt Hospital to be a part of the Being in the Zone project for distracted driving. This is a part of our legacy. And none of this would have been possible without the drive and motivation of us, our teachers, coaches, volunteers, and of our parents. At this time, we once again want to thank these important people for helping to motivate us through all these trials and tribulations. Much of our lives have been a team effort, and without you, we would have accomplished little, so thank you. Even though we've had help from so many, you, the class of 2019, have accomplished so much. As we move on from high school and this part of our lives, paths will cross and separate, doors will open and close. Some of us are going into the workforce, some to college, and others to the armed forces. I hope you will always cherish and remember the laughs, the tears, the ICU assignments, the color coordinating hallways, the ACT bubbling, and all the exciting pep rallies. I wish all of you the best of luck as the high school doors close and more life doors open. My final wish for us all comes from the Bible verse Numbers, chapter 6, verses 24 through 26. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and bring you peace. Congratulations to the class of 2019. We have left a very impressive legacy, and we have finally made it.
Dr. Harrell, these students have fulfilled the requirements for graduation as set forth by the state of Tennessee. Heidi Rianne Andrews. Kaylin Noel Schote. Mckenna Kate Harris. Benjamin Reed Martin. Emily Marie Meyer. Kaylee Joanna Rochfort. Shelby Ann Stevens. Christian Jenner Adcock. Delaney Elizabeth Brown. Lorena Doña Cruz. Alexa Nicole Davis. Lydia Ann Davis. Hannah Eileen Esquera. Jordan Paige Ezel. Rebecca Lynn Gray. Daisy Ann Holler. Caitlin Laureen Jones. Sierra Janice Kelso. Carly Helen Hannah Lyko. Kevin Michael Mills. Caleb Elias Napper. Alexis Rochelle Portlock. Addison Pine. Blake Everett Abraham. Andrew Abel Acosta. Anna Joy Adams. Ashley Christine Adams. Evan Charles Adams. Cameron Matthew Addy. Joel Jesus Aguero. Star Hongtip Akom. DaCosta Marquise Alexander Jr. Jacob Cole Alexander. Jacob Daniel Alexander. Marcus Anthony Alleg. Heaven Celia Allen. Zainab Ali Al-Talib. Aloysius Jamal Anderson. Jessica Lauren Anderson. Janelyn Ashley Anne-Marie Seysonet Apuya. Angelica Francisco Arcibal. Cameron Charles Argraves. Kevin Andres Arias. Inder Jose Aritza Marea. Kevin Brian Arteaga Trujillo. Gabriel Nathaniel Austin. Sarah Grace Austin. John Tyler James Ayers. Aus Hussam Beder. Jonathan Charles Baker. Lance Michael Ballard. Allie Grace Bammon. Dennis Passett Bandavong. Sonny Van Chan Bandavong. Jaden Thomas Banks. Daniel Everett Bass. Nicole Kathleen Bauer. Cameron Scott Baumgartner. Caleb Wayne Beam. Chancellor Kiwan Beeman. Kennedy Alanis Beasley. Katie Grace Beach. Graham McKenna Bellenfant. Abby Elizabeth Benoit. Melody Grace Berg. Aubrey Michaela Burnett. Nathan Christopher Bickford. David Keith Blackburn. Ryan Jeremy Blackman. Alyssa Grace Bloomer. Mia Hail Bonilla. Kobe Boonson. Alyssa Marie Bradford. Noah Ben Bridges. Destiny Ray Brooks. Austin Joseph Brown. Takaya Patrice Bruce. Miranda Nicole Bryant. Faith Cheyenne Buck. Ariana Kiara Buckingham. Brianna Tiara Buckingham. Cameron Ray Burgess. Anna Maya Burns. William Zachary Burton. Mackenzie Lynn Bird. Nelson Hased Caban Vega. Garrett Bradley Caldwell. Harrison Grant Camba. Robert Edward Cameron. Desmond Javon Campbell. Jacob James Campbell. Jadis Allen Cannon. Tatiana Elise Caputo. Cassidy Rose Cardwell. Isis Gail Carrico. Cameron Ray Carlton. Aubriana Jemiah Bechet Carney. Hunter Douglas Carney. Mackenzie Kaireen Parker Carson. Michaela Jade Carter. Colin Ryan Carver. Justine Lynn Kazel. Nathan Vonsavong Chansampu. Haley Nicole Cherry. Samantha Lee Clark. Donald Liam Clayton. Ashley Marie Klein. Brianna Nicole Coach. Sydney Paige Coleman. Mallory Renee Collier. Coralice Colon Rosario. Dylan Reese Knatzer. Ashton Christopher Conley. James Peyton Cooper. Shakira Shanice Cooper. Alexandria Beth Copley. Anthony Turner Corlew. Aubriana Christina Crawford. Santos Miguel Cua. Mackenzie Grace Cummins. David Andrew Curtis. Mason Ace Curtis. Torian Ronte Daly Jr. Ian Alexander Daniel. Joseph Thomas Darks. Cassandra Ruth Davila. Desiree Gonzella Davis. Grant Thomason Davis. Amanda K. Deary. Jennifer Melissa Delgado. Shannon Lynn Dial. Preston Gabriel DiDomenico. Christian Thomas Dilworth. Dominic Reeve Dobbins. Raphael Lance Domingo. Richard Lucas Domingo. Matthew Thomas Dominy. Denia Nikel Douglas. Ashley Grace Duffy. Jason Kyle Eberly. Delexia Jemiah Edmondson. Bronson Curtis Edwards. Juan Estrada. Alyssa Corinne Evans. Maja Lee Evans. Anthony Wayne Farrell Jr. Dylan Lane Ayers Fott. William Cole Faulkner. Tyler Chase Fidel. Adela Feliciano Nice. Madison Ray Ferrara. Isabel Anna Bryn Ferris. Joseph Wayne Marchant Figueredo. Victor Lindell Fitzgerald. Tyler Jordan Flagg. Sydney Marie Flanagan. Caitlin Grace Flannery. Michael Alexander Fleener. Lauren Carissa Flowers. Allison Brianna Ford. Brianna Haley Ford. Austin Matthew Foster. Joshua Michael Fournier. Chloe Elizabeth Fox. Sarah Jewel Frank. Brianna Nicole Freeman. Kelly Elizabeth Frost. Georgia Marie Fryman. Jacob Christopher Fugino. Joseph Lucas Gaines. Keon Dewan Garcia. Adam Robert Gardner. Kyle Matthew Garrett. Skylar Michael Garriott. Braden Patrick Gates. Kirsten Brianne Gaunt. Miriam Michael Girgis. Colin Jeffrey Gibson. Elijah Cole Gilmore. Taylor Bryant Goebel. Alonis Gonzalez Aviles. Deborah K. Gower. Daniel Joseph Graves Vaden. Devonte Isaiah Gray. Emma Catherine Gray. Evelyn Faye Gray. Anna Catherine Green. Christina Rose Green. Amanda Nicole Green. Anthony Ashton Greenidge. Madeline Taylor Greer. Sydney Michelle Greer. Hannah Ruth Gregory. Taylor Kelbry Gross. Garrett Wade Groom. Chastity Nicole Gunterman. Gerardo Gutierrez. Vanessa Gutierrez. Jeremiah DeMarcus Hall. Jacob Alban Hamblin. Kylie Ann Hammonds. Peyton Marie Hammonds. Jordan Aaliyah Hampton. Mary Holland Constance Haney. Terrian Marie Harp. Abigail Lee Harper. Corvette Michelle Harrison. Morgan Taylor Nicole Hart. Jace Morgan Hatcher. Callie Shay Hatley. Madison Brooke Hay. Tyree Latrell Hayes. Robert John Heel. Abigail Jean Henry. Haley Nicole Henry. Savannah Rose Henry. Adrian Giovanni Hernandez. Karen Denise Hernandez Dorantes. Iriana Adriana Hernandez Mendez. Leah Mackenzie Herndon. Caleb Oliver Hicks. Noah David Hicks. Rachel Brooke Hill. Madison Elizabeth Hines. Christopher James Hurt. Silas Hoff Larson. Donquise DeMarco Holiday. Cambria Elise Hollingsworth. Michael Fagan Holland. Kristen Alexis Holmes. Abby Dale Holt. Casey Tablo Hopper. Memphis Jarrell Horner. Lennon Jameson House. Maximilian Gabriel Havinga. Casey Dale Huey II. Anaya Quintea Hughes. Aaron Skylar Hunt. Sydney Pamela Hunter. Shahad Adnan Hassini. Carson Michael Igney. Emma Elizabeth Ilgner. Laura Hungsa Inthavangsa. Brooklyn Elise Iriarte. D'Artagnan Spencer Jackson. Donovan Duvall Jackson. Madison Grace James. Tamari Samaj James. Logan Reed Jeffcoat. Anthony Mason Johnson. Gavin Phillip Johnson. Haley Renee Johnson. Courtney Danielle Johnson. Braden Douglas Jones. Caleb Alexander Jones. David Zane Jones. Martina Admire Nassif Joseph. Emily Grace Kalin. Ryan Cathavong. Austin Reese Kemper. Christopher Kompit Kiomek. Jay Yai Gyalmangtai. Wendy Keiko Keo. Kevin Sean Killitz II. Capone Marcusio Lee Amare Kilpatrick. Dalton Edward Klingbeil. Aubrey Jean Knowles. Keandre Antoine Kolb. Michael Jude Cornow. Leandra Marie Koss. Virayuth Daro Kunlavong. Visaluth Dara Kunlavong. Patrick Anulak Kunalvuth. Avery Thomas Leduc. Edwin Lagos. Evan Reese Lancaster, salutatorian. Ashley Nicole Langley. Miranda Autumn Laurent. Louis James Lawrence III. Amber Brianne Lawson. Michael Mason Lee. Colby David LeMay. Javarius Imir Shepard Michael Lewis. Angie Nazaret Licona Echeverria. Jordan Phoenix Lightburn. Candace Aaliyah Lloyd. Kyle Jacob Loftus. Corey Faith Logan. Zaria Lanice Yvonne Long. Alexander Jason Lopp. Damian Gage Lohman. Kaya Alexis Lai. Jade Alexis Lyons. Brett Andrew Mackey. Taylor Wayne Madar. Daniel Julius Madden. Camden Brett Matting. Tristan Luana Marks. Austin William Martin. Jana Reese Martin. Tarikas J. Martin Jr. Mary Robert Massion. Kagan Alexander Maurer. Abraham Mario May. Adam Mario May. Travis Dylan Maynard. Sarah Michelle McBroom. Danielle Lynn McCord. Tony Danielle McCrary. Kinsey Shay McCullen. Gavin Dylan McCune. Cole Thomas McDowell. Sydney Grace Danielle McGaffey. Tyler Isaiah McKinney. Allison Paige McMillan. Kendall Faye McMillan. Malia Meliana McWhirter. Bryston Seth Meadows. Kalani Rook Mekas. Austin Riley Meek. Justin Wayne Melton. Victoria Renee Membrila. Adrian Alexander Mendoza. Jalen Nicole Merriweather. Mara Brione Metcalf. Bailey Anthony Kent Meyer. Brittany Ann Millwood. Colby Jacob Mintner. Lucas Hayes Mooneyham. Jet Black Moore. William Slade Moore. Megan Marie Morris. TJ Mooneyvong. Juan Lucas Moya Fernandez. Andrew David Now. Katie Brumfield Nelson. Mykeria Anise Nelson Montgomery. Jacob Blaine Newsom Corder. Antonio Chappelle Nichols Jr. April Demetria Nichols. Andrea Giselle Nieto. Brooks Alexander Noland. Joshua Dwayne Norman Jr. Karina Nunez Patino. Kelsey Elizabeth Nunn. Taylor Manirathana Nguyen. Hannah Grace Onks. Sorelis Cianet Orona de Jesus. Nelson Javier Ortega Gonzalez. Abdiel Antonio Ortega Leon. Andy Joshua Ortiz Solis. Paige Elizabeth Otis. Leanne May Ott. Ayana Taylor Owens. Alexis Walberto Pacheco. Jasmine Jade Page. Ainsley Morgan Palmer. Brooklyn JC Noel Pengel. Alyssa June Parker. William Chase Parks. Caitlin Marie Parrish. Catherine Elizabeth Parsons. Gabriel Jensen Pastrana. Caitlin June Patterson. Andrew Lawrence Pavey. Emily Nicole Perez. Fabian Alejandro Perez. Jaden Bradley Perrin. Terrell Lynn Perry II. Christian Janelle Piazza Alejandro. Leanna Marie Picard. Danielle Elizabeth Pajot. Alejandra Pineda Flores. William Chase Presley. Allison Marie Price. Jordan Coleman Price. Brianna Destiny Probst. Marissa Mackenzie Proctor. Artzel Margarita Pulido Alducin. Emily Janelle Pullen. Andrea Ruth Rader. Rita Jan Rajasambath. Leslie Rangel Martinez. Ava Grace Elizabeth Reeves. Alec Hill Reed. Lillian Marie Reed. William Alexander Wren. Andrew Tyler Reyna. Megan Lee Richards. Michelle Janae Richmond. Corellis Sophia Roa Hernandez. Jacob Sterling Rourke. Joshua Douglas Robbins Jr. Ariana Parianche Robinson. Darius Leonte Robinson. Terrell Dejan Robinson. Lisbeth de Los Angeles Rodriguez Estevez. Taylor Aaron Roseborough. Hayden Bradley Ross. Anaya Marion Rucker. Alfredo Jaime Salazar. Dina Saleh Fahim Saleh. Cesar Alejandro Salinas Jr. Alexa Santiago. Robert William Schott. Sydney Nicole Scott. Casey Lynn Sexton. Raina Sarwat Sherabim. Alexander Dean Smotherman. Nathaniel Lamont Shaw. Evan Brooks Shea Ramsey. Nicholas Nathaniel Shelton. Caitlin Michelle Sherfield. Samuel David Shind. Seth Daniel Simpson. Layla Victoria Sims. Sophia Morgan Sims. Logan James Slack. Jamin Dwayne Sliger. Taylor Madison Sliger. Nikwana Smith. Kaylee Olivia Snyder. Trevor Chad South. Dakota Lane Spell. Landon Gregory Stanley. Christopher Stephen Steelman Jr. Isabella Grace Stern. Aaron Cheney Sterner. Augustine Stephen. Ashley Nicole Stewart. Darla Jade Stewart. Spencer Christian Stoner. Rachel Elizabeth Story. William David Strickland. Natalie Elise Suter. Brianna Delane Sullivan. Karen Margaret Sunday. William Henry Swift IV. Caitlin Ann Swindell. Monica Deshay Talafero. Alina Destiny Rory-Ann A.C. Tarrant. Jackson Christopher Taylor. Julian Augustin Taylor. Belinda Tita. Thady Ibram Thabet. Justina Ale Thabet. Lauren Faith Thomas. Tristan Brian Thomas. Grayson Cole Thompson. Seth Allen Thornton. Travis Allen Tidwell. Gabrielle Joan Tiller. Gavin Isaac Todd. Autumn Rose Toombs. David Eid Toss. Eric Alexander Trejo. Tristan Patience Tucker. Jordan Lee Turley. Jordan Seth Underwood. Victoria Grace Vaden. Justin Kyle Gordon Van Meter. Nicholas Anthony Vidari. Michael Hemingway Vincent. Jace Dennison Vowell. Jade Krista Waddell. Christopher Colton Wade. Jalea Marshetta Walker. Trinity Marie Walker. Kiesia Sierra Ward. Annie Claire Warner. Shelby Luann Warner. Kinsey Lee Warwick. Antonio Edwan Watkins. Layla Tamia Watts. Hannah Jean Weaver. Alec Logan Wells. Sadie Elizabeth Wells. Devin Michael Whitaker. Kirsten Gentry Whitlock. Matthew Gavin Wiggins. Zachary Sergeant Ryan Wilder. Zachary David Wilkinson. Caitlin Sarah Willard. Hannah Nicole Wilbanks. Hope Alexis Williams. Shawnitra Donise Renee Williams. Austin Carl Wilson. Ian Donald Wilson. Kaylee Michelle Wilson. Michaela Lynn Wilson. Jamie Trace Wimsat. Toby Jordan Wimsat. Jewel Taylor Windrow. James Anthony Wiseman. Kirsten Elise Womack. Victor Ward Woods III. Zachary Jameson Worley. Aiden Najani Forrest Wren. Nathan Chad Wright. Sonora Ireland Wright. Butterfly Bombay Yang. Elena Yang. Matthew King Yang. Gonu Crystal Yang. Alexander Brian York. Brianna Marie Yorks. Shanar Marie Yusuf. Alyssa Michelle Yinger. Logan Michael Yinger. Shad Taylor Yurchak. Samuel Alexander Zabala Collazo. Brandon Jen. James Jen. Michael Bryson Zimmerman.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the Stewart's Creek High School class of 2019 graduates. Please stand.
Congratulations to my fellow graduates of the Stewart's Creek High School class of 2019. Once a Red Hawk,